The world has figured out many ways to go from 5,000 ideas to 5. But even the most sophisticated companies use the most unsophisticated tools to go from those 5 to 1. The naivety of youth is you feel that this is it, this is the happy ending right here. But it was just the beginning. I was born in a town called Faridabad, which is half an hour away from Delhi. I went to Carleton College, it's a private liberal arts college in Minnesota, and ended up interning at Goldman Sachs, where I got an offer and I came to New York at the age of 22. I realized soon, while it was a great firm to work for, that I needed other things from life. So I quit in 2009. I left. I had an agreement with Goldman that I'll stay for 90 days. That meant, because of my visa situation, etc., that I had 90 days to find a job. And if I didn't, I would have to go back to India, a place that I hadn't lived for a long time. I met friends of friends, college alums, their friends. I used to meet about 2 to 3 people a day. And so it was difficult. I found a job on the 89th day of the 90-day period. I started working for an innovation strategy consulting firm. And that was my first step. This gentleman, who was a Carleton alum, introduced me to the chairman of NeuroInsight, which was not yet in America. It was an Australian company. And the chairman actually was pretty amused at the idea that someone was recommending a 25-year-old kid to be a CEO with no experience. And at the end of a 2-hour meeting, he shook my hand and said, "Well, you are my CEO. I can see why people said the things that they said about you." NeuroInsight is a neuromarketing company. We own a patented technology that allows us to see how your brain reacts to any kind of marketing stimulus.
Welcome to NeuroInsight, welcome to our offices. We're actually going to be measuring the electrical activity on the surface of your brain to get a sense of what you like, dislike, and pay attention to in real time.
People don't even know how and why they make decisions the way they do, because the past 100 years of neuroscience will tell you that most of the decision making takes place in the subconscious. We pull in data for the entire cell size of about 50 people, so we have statistical significance, and we look at how that entire group reacted to this ad, and then we can go back and say, hey, by the way, your messaging actually works, but your branding message comes at a time when people have already switched off. So it does 2 things. It is diagnostic, so we actually can tell people what to do with their ads and optimize them, and it's predictive. It can predict market success.
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay, so the topic for our Philosophy Friday discussion today is the difficulty of being good. Philosophy Friday is something that we've had for a long time. It's a conversation that we have every day about anything, any topic that we may pick, but Fridays we formalize this idea of sitting down, we crack open a bottle of scotch, and we just talk about an idea that we've been thinking about. So anybody in the team can nominate an idea for a Philosophy Friday. While it may have a direct impact on business or not, these are the kind of discussions we like to have. When I was younger, my definition of success was different. It was around wealth creation. Luckily, I flipped a switch a few years ago where the more wasn't around accumulating more material things. The more for me is about excellence, doing things to the best of my ability and taking them to limits that no one else has gone to before. What do I want to do next? I would not give you an industry or a role. I just make this constant promise to myself that I will continue to explore things in the best possible manner every way I can.